Hey there, this is John with Heroes and Legends. Today we have Magic the Gathering breaking news for you. So it's the Monday after the pre-release, and as usual, we get a banned and restricted list update. So this time around, the formats that were affected were Modern and Vintage, and these will go into effect April 8th for Paper Magic and April 13th for Magic the Gathering Online. So let's jump in and see what we got, and we'll begin with Modern, and I think everybody kind of saw this one coming, but first on the list is Eye of Ugin has been banned. So Oath of the Gatewatch, of course, came out, and we saw a huge dominance of Eldrazi decks in Modern pretty much from day one, and it really hasn't stopped. So the metagame wasn't able to really do anything long-term successful to quell these strategies. So it only makes sense Eye of Ugin will be banned. They did not ban Eldrazi Temple, so I think that's good for players who invested into this deck. It doesn't completely break the deck. Hopefully it just balances it, but I still think it will be a strong deck and still competitive without the Eye of Ugin, but it won't be, hopefully, the over-the-top dominance that we have been seeing. Now, for one, I'm happy when a new deck is able to come out, especially one that's a little more affordable than some others in the format and do well. But of course, this kind of made the format very stale. Just the sheer amount of these decks wasn't good for the Modern format, unfortunately. So because of that, of course, we're seeing the ban, and like I said, at least they didn't go overboard. I'm glad they kept Eldrazi Temple. Now let's look at a couple unbanned cards. The first one's Ancestral Vision. Now this has been banned since Modern began, and there's been talk for a while that this was going to come off the ban list. Aaron Forsythe has mentioned this numerous times in different posts. So here it is. I think this is going to be good for the format. There's not a lot of control decks that are very strong right now in the format, so this is going to maybe encourage some players to try to brew some more control decks, and I think that's basically what they're trying to do, is just bring that archetype, make it a tiny bit more prominent in Modern. And the last card that was unbanned in Modern was Sword of the Meek. Now this is another card that started off on the ban list due to the fact that it was a very powerful deck in the old extended format, which kind of morphed into Modern. And this combos incredibly well, of course, with Thopter Foundry, and that was the main reason it's been banned for a long time. But that extended deck also has some other cards in it that are not Modern legal right now. So this, I think, is going to be fine. I think a lot of players are actually very excited about this unbanning, and this is a fun deck that a lot of people have wanted to play for a long time, and I don't think it's going to be overpowered in the current Modern. So we'll wait and see and kind of see how it unfolds. I'm sure if something goes wrong, they can always ban it again next time around, but I don't think there's going to be an issue with this. I think this will be a pretty fun card to have in the format. All right, let's move on to Vintage. There's only one update for Vintage, and it is Lodestone Golem, which is now restricted, so you can only play one in your Vintage deck. So yeah, I think if anyone watching who follows Vintage knows that workshop decks have been very powerful and have seen a lot of play, especially Magic Online, Vintage League, stuff like that. So this kind of makes sense. It's just trying to balance that format a little bit and take workshop decks, make them a little more fair with what's going on in the environment. So having said that, those are the updates. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Are you happy? Are you upset about the updates? Are they going to be good for those two formats, bad for those two formats? So, hey, as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day.
Hey, thanks as always for watching. This video, like all my videos, was made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Even a donation of $1 helps me to keep growing this community and creating better quality videos for all of you. Check out our Patreon page for exclusive giveaways and future goals for the channel. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the MTG news, spoilers, set reviews, product openings, or finance videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a good day.